Welcome back, fellow tamers. This is your King Willick speaking, and we're on our way out of here. We've got 5 more people to reach out for, and we're not even done with Frigimon yet. So let's take this next quest. Change Frigimon's mind. Herbs. Herb leaf and Devimon fangs. Okay. So back to what I was saying about IDG. Yeah, there was some certain parts of the game that people still don't understand yet. As far as dungeons go, the outer dungeon of the crack is most important to me for the backup discs. And I know what some of you may be saying right now, those discs can be found in MCs. Yes, I know, but I can only get them through double drops. And I prefer double drops, however, I don't have the members to pull that off. The members I used to carry with me before, there's a Devimon thing. The members I used to carry with me before kind of left the global servers because of JoyMax's mistaken claim. They said they could not fix the game properly per request because of the fact that, it's been thoroughly messed up. Now, in my line of thinking, I needed the updates that I can get, and I look forward to Fox's updates to get ahead of this matter. And when I got it, the only thing that came to my mind was the fact that he brings up so much of the Korean servers updates that I'm not even sure if the global servers were going to get updates of their own. So it's kind of like Move Games wasn't intentionally going to do anything with the global servers right away. And then I heard, for instance, the fact that the global servers were the official servers, or the Korean servers were beta servers, and that was part of the reason why I couldn't get in. But I didn't want to go into the Korean servers regardless because I couldn't read the language or whatever. But yeah, I just felt like it was going so far out of my way as to getting what I need in regards of Digimon or such events or whatnot, and get away from all the global problems such as disconnecting and whatnot that was going on at the time. And I stood in a Lucimon server for far too long, and I was a trooper if you would ask anyone that I've hung out with before. Tafadswa being the one that stuck with me through that whole entire point of me even playing the game, actually understood the reason why I was staying behind. And he was a busy guy, I understand that, and I wasn't holding anything against him. In fact, I don't hold any grudges against anybody, unless they did me some wrong. Well, not some, the majority of wrongs. Like, for instance, you promised me you're going to help me finish a quest and then bail out on me the second, or I should say the last second before it even gets done. It wouldn't take that long because I'm like pulling most of the freaking effort and they just up and leave and say they have more important things to do. That's not how you play the game. We are a community. We're supposed to be helping each other out. And as far as that matter goes, well, I help a lot of people out in regards of gameplay, and fix them up with what they need to do and what they should do and how to do it. Even go out of my way as to helping them with some tough quests that they couldn't do on their own, and I am very forgiving for that. I mean, I expect the same coming out from whenever I ask for help, and some people are reluctant to do so because it's like taking so much time out of their way to even do something like that. And I am grateful for the guys that do help, in terms of that. But in my terms of service, whenever it comes to like getting BM items as payment, that's fine. As long as I get something out of the ordeal, that's something that I hold close to the idea of helping out. I mean, if you feel like that the task was so great that you couldn't do by yourself, I'm there to help you, but I need like the additional payment that I request because of that little matter. And it's great because whenever I get paid in BM items that I can't afford, it helps the community out in ways that, it takes away the hardness of getting something that you couldn't afford as far as, silk goes. And I can't afford the silk, so, I pay back in evidential ways. I can't understand how my mind works. I can't speak worth a crap, so forgive me for saying. But yeah, in terms of trying to even get Terras, I mean, you can see me struggling right now in order to get money. So it's kind of hard for me to keep alive and training while trying to gather up the materials that I need to survive. So I don't think I know what's going on here completely, because the whole factor of grinding or farming or whatever takes a toll on some medicine ideas. Like, for instance, going through dungeon trying to get in first place just to get one box of item that you need, that you've been praying for months to years, and then you finally get it. Well, I don't have that much time to do that. For me, it's most likely to be like long forgotten, or do something else in that matter, because I'm trying to sit out, get some training done, get my cloning done, and jump to high speeds of getting like, what is this? I don't need this. I don't, get rid of it. Jumping through loops right now, trying to get what I need to get done in order to, provide level ups and whatnot. Excuse me. But I feel at the moment that the system has been busted over my head so many times that everybody's forgotten what it means to be a good citizen. And I feel like everybody should have a chance at something. Even going out of your way as to paying them back, that's a step forward. But in regards to having Terras, grinding for stuff and getting things back in return, it's hard for me to do that because I need to get something done in game, and I don't have the Terras to buy a shop or anything, so, or not Terras, but the silk to buy a shopling or whatever to just set it out in DATS or whatever placement I need them at, so I can actually start selling products and stuff. But if I could, I'd sell it at a cheap price. But my cousin showed me that there is a way to get premium silk coats, and he's bought like $50 worth of it. Now, I'm not saying that this is a good idea, but apparently Move Games set shops up in ways that helps the community even further. Like, I've bought 15 archives, I believe. I sold at least 3 or 4 of them already ever at the Dad Center, but I didn't get very much out of it because I only got like 3 Terras out of them. And the bags were left untouched because I filled up the 3 bags that I needed for the Lilithmon server. And considering how they were, 'cause, 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 unable to be transferred to this account, which I could have used them, I was forced to throw them away because they're taking up too much space. And for some people telling me right now that I could use more than 3 bags, yeah, no, I can't. Because if you see my screen, it takes up too much space for me to actually see things, and I need things in proper view, so I work with only 3. Sadly. I can't take the stress of just watching my bags fly by and just, having a hard time clicking to see which one I need. That's how stressful it is. That's how stressful it gets. As far as computer building goes, I've been only able to pick up, like, hand-me-down parts just to get a decent computer to run. And as far as that concerned, it's really hard. Really freaking hard to get decent parts. And everybody thinks that I get all this money. I don't. I only have enough money to pay bills and rent and whatever essentials I can get to survive on. And everybody believes that I have enough money to go spend on items that I want and whatever. I can't. I don't have that kind of money. In fact, I can only get like $5 a year, if that. And that's kind of sad for me. So I'm, keeping myself occupied by, doing things that I like enjoy most, which is drawing, gaming. Well, I can't say much of hanging out because the people around here are much crueler than what you expect. You may think that this is an historical town. Why am I not getting herbs? You may think that this is an historical town, but... Oh, Stingmon. That's why. But you have no idea what it meant to live in a small town that I live in. All you get is rumors, a lot of dislikable conversations, and people calling you creepy just for talking to them. That's just not how I go. I mean, I would like to make friends, but people around here are just too skittish about what they like around their, area, and it's very annoying. In fact, I can't even get or hold like a group of friends together in order to call them friends, because they only use you for a certain amount of things and then ditch you after, receiving what they wanted. And that's not what I call friendship. Friendship means so much more, and I'm not getting anything that I needed out of the people that I'm being surrounded with. So teaching or preaching communities how they should function for me is like really too much to do around here, because they don't understand the word of friendship. They don't understand the word of commune. The fact that I grew up with most of these people in my generation, they never liked me at all since elementary school. And I had nothing to do with why they hate me. They just wanted someone to pick on, and I guess I was the Screech of Saved by the Bell, if that made any sense. Do not pick that up. I do not have the root. Whoop. No. Grandma, I hate you. But yeah, so the Screech of my generation, don't know why that was, but it just happened that way. This could have gone a lot shorter if I was aiming at the right thing, so sorry about that. Didn't mean to waste anybody's time. So we're after the herbs of Stingmon, the fangs of Devimon. Now I'm on the right track. Hey, you. Stop hitting me. Nah, too easy. But I'll take it anyway. Oh, and by the way, that's how you get an egg. It's like a 2% drop for most Digimon. To some, they don't exist because it's kind of hard to label them as droppable, considering how they don't exist in the index. Sad much? That's pretty much the idea. And I'm getting all these mystery clone boxes I have to transfer over too. So I'm gonna get that done as possible, or if possible. Probably tomorrow or whatever. But yeah, where was I? So we get the clones from random Digimon. We are getting reward coins on every Tuesday, as far as I'm told. In which case, I'm buying permanent aura with it. If it lasts as long as February 2nd, I should have it around that time. Put that there. I did the math for every Tuesday from the day that it started. And since the day that it started, I was just getting my power back, or turned back on. And that's what started this whole cold ordeal. How do I say this? Another Stingmon egg. And the event, or the, not event, but the thing is now finished. Where was I? Oh, crap. Can't remember. Well, I know where I am on the map, I just can't remember where I was on discussion. Oh, the event. So the reward coins go for each and every maintenance that Move Games is now on way of fixing. I mean, they started prior to replacing JoyMax, since they took over the JoyMax website. They need to change the name of that site, by the way, because it's really confusing on who I'm talking to. The event coins come in every Tuesday since the first day that they took over. And you can use it to buy a permanent Jogress, permanent Aura, permanent Halloween hat, which they brought back from last 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I can't remember. So yeah, we're gonna get that. And as far as the silver coins that go that we are now receiving, step outside, talk to the little mud Frigimon guy that gives you the 12 general quests. Talk to him, turn it in. He gives you a list of items that you can spend the coins on. You can get archives, storage, warehouses, I think. Yeah, archives, warehouses, and inventory bags, which is good because you don't need that much of anything else. So I'm going to spend my 25 coins on archives, get the Digi-Aura by next February, or this next 2nd of February, and then so on and so forth. So Move Games is carrying on this event for the permanent items to make up for the loss of materials that were misplaced, such as for me, every item I've picked up and now lost through the Lucimon server because I am having a hard time getting back in. And thank you, Move Games, for taking over. So that being said, I handed in my quest. We'll be right back.